It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, Hurts. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Hundley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, it's Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A big play there for Philly. Given 42 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. And quickly finding Reagor. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd and 10.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Open man is Kirk, complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 31.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to
12 more yards there and another first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all season about our season open opponent. and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cardinals 7, Eagles nothing.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hundley looking left sideline. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a Cardinal first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Oh, some strong. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Throwing, Hundley. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
17 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. That's out to the left, flat and complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down now, it's Drake. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They're going to look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. The completion there lines up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Williams.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The kick is good.
So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the... Hurts fumbles it. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Cardinals 17. Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, going for Sanders down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Eagles. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
The 7-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Cardinal first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Drake, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Drake, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
18-yard line.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Right back to Drake. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On on 1st and goal. Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a first carry for their fullback. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
To number 18.
From 17 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Calling a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
3 at the 43-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake 32 yards. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
For the extra point.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Break on the carry. He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Drake. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st down, Arizona.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Cardinals.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Arizona, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.